PrinceAssassin SZP here, coming to you from the Spider Zone. I've had another quick thought. This time, how could Wolverine and Hugh Jackman come over to the MCU without having to go through all the legal disputes and everything like that? Why not just have them bring the MCU and the Fox CU together as one? Here it is, and it's a go. So now, what I see is this: the Wolverine 4 movie and the Avengers Infinity War Part 1 are both interconnected via a scene, one scene. And the Wolverine 4, and I'm just saying Wolverine 4 because I don't know how many Fox movies they're going to have down the road, but I'm saying this has to be a Wolverine movie that does this idea that I'm, basically going to put out there. So basically this, Wolverine 4, in the after credit scene, we see Wolverine just in a bar, after all the traumatic shit has happened. He's in a bar, he's regularly just sitting down. Then out of nowhere, this portal just opens up right in front of him. He's like, what the hell is this? He pulls out his claws, and then he stares into the portal. And boom, the after credit scene is over. That's all we see. Wolverine seeing a portal appear right in front of him. He freaking, unleashes his claws, and then boom, the scene is over. We're like, what the fuck kind of scene is that? What the hell scene is that? But then guess what? We fast forward to Avengers Infinity War Part 1. And that's basically, I heard rumors that movie is going to have a new Avengers cast where the old Avengers cast is gone somewhere. Like I say, the old Avengers cast in space. And this new cast is the one on Earth. And they need a lot of help. They don't have enough guys to help them. So basically this, Doctor Strange is in need of assistance. And all the other Avengers from the new Avengers, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and all those guys, they're all doing other stuff. So Doctor Strange needs somebody, and he only has a split second to, get it. So what he does is, in Avengers Infinity War Part 1, he opens up a portal. He talks to the Eye of Agamotto, or the One, his mentor or whatever, and says, I need someone. And I've been studying this guy for a long time, but he's in an alternate dimension. I need to go there and retrieve him. I'll be back in a second. Well, let's say he says that to Spider-Man instead of the One. He says it to Spider-Man or someone that is like really cool, like a really big moment where he's like, we need somebody. I'm going to go get him. I know exactly where he is. He's in an alternate dimension, but it shouldn't take long. Then he summons a portal. In that portal, he walks through, and you see the scene from the Wolverine 4 movie, Hugh Jackman looking at the portal, pulling out his claws. Doctor Strange jumps out through the portal. Logan Wolverine Howlett, or teacher says Logan Howlett, or James Howlett Logan. I've been watching you for some time now, and I know everything you've done up to this point has been amazing. Now, this Wolverine, let's say this Wolverine is in the future, after the 80s happened, after Apocalypse and all that stuff. So it's like, he just says, hey, I know what you've done and everything you've contributed to your world, but our world is in peril. And our dimension is Dimension 1, Earth Prime. And if our dimension, ours is the center of the universe, of this multiverse, and if our world goes down, yours will follow. Because ours is the center. We are the center, and you are just an alternate. So you need to aid us. Come to our world and aid us in this battle that we are currently involved with. And if you do so, your world will be spared just the same as ours. Wolverine says, well, bub, I got nothing better to do, so let's go. So Doctor Strange and Wolverine come over to the MCU universe. He jumps through the portal, and Wolverine's like, oh. He looks around. This is awesome. And I'm going to say that the new Avengers movie, they're fighting the Kree, because the Kree is trying to attack the world, because that's the interconnecting, plot line in the MCU right now. The Kree, that's like that backdraft thing, Ronan and all those guys. So they're fighting the Kree. So Wolverine looks around and he's like, oh my gosh, this is the kind of party that I'm used to. Let's go. He runs, he jumps out the window. I always see this awesome scene of just Wolverine fighting and stuff, slashing and dashing these Kree these Kree soldiers and stuff. It looks amazing that way. And then, it pans over to some other Avengers, like some Spider-Man stuff, or like some Black Panther or Captain Marvel stuff, whatever. It goes over there. But then later on in the movie, let's say one of the Avengers come back from the space trip somehow, the Hulk. Wolverine sees the Hulk for the first time, and it's like, holy shit, this is the Hulk. Who is it? Wolverine's afraid. He's like, what the hell is that thing? Hulk's like, oh, who's this man? And then they start to fight, just like as the Nazi audience, because when Wolverine first appeared in the Marvel comics, the first thing he did was fight the Hulk. So that's just like a little nod. And then Wolverine, of course, stays with the MCU. But that's basically what I say they should do. It's basically have like a dimensional portal connected to, saying that the X-Men universe and the MCU universe are in the same universe, but connected only via dimensional portals. Like the X-Men universe is one dimension, and the Marvel MCU is one another dimension. So it's like they can exist together but apart, if that makes sense. Like in the comics, we have multiple, comic books lines that say we have multiple universes. If we look at DC, they have Huntress and Power Girl coming over from a different dimension into this dimension, being the characters in that dimension, even though they existed in this one. This reality happened. Now they're in this reality and they stay without anything happening. So basically, you could have Hugh Jackman, Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but with also saying that this universe does exist, the X-Men universe, it does exist, and it is something that is alive and very well. So that way you could have all the X-Men come together. And then let's say at the end of the movie, Doctor Strange merges the two universes together. So like all the events that happen in this movie and in this universe happened, but they happened together to where they could live in tandem without one canceling out the other or anything like that. Just like characters coming over. And that goes the same way with the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four, that same dimensional portal. Since X-Men and Fantastic Four are in the same universe, split that down right there, by bam. That one dimensional that connects all of them, so they all can come over freaking awesomely and stuff like that. And then, of course, the new Avengers come, or the old Avengers come. Iron, Robert Downey Jr., those guys come. Wolverine's still in the universe in these Avengers movies. But that's basically my thought, how I see Wolverine coming over to the MCU. Basically a portal that connects the two. Doctor Strange, yeah, Doctor Strange would be a big guy to do something like this, bring Wolverine over, but I see that happening, and I think that's the way they should go. Fox should play ball. And thank you guys for watching. This has been another Quick Thought. See ya.